into the title, and is I think I'm gonna add a little something else to it as I've been covering Lucy Let's Be for the past couple of days. I think it has been. I'm gonna try to give Lucy Let's Be a break for now. I'm just gonna sit and watch that one as that one erupts. Um, Mama Nine. Mama Nine. Where do you start? Where do you start with Mama Nine? Mama Nine. Oh, Trey Nine, I think she's called. Treasure, aka Treasure. AKA Treasure came into Carbonation as a stud, and then she got sort of changed out of her sexual orientation into a woman. Therefore, she was with Musa, and she had a whole lot of stuff going on in Carbonation. Now, when I hear her, no, then what's it? Then she came out. She came out. She did an interview with Cola. I remember that. She did an interview with Cola. She actually said a couple things which I thought was real interesting about the Fight Club, but we did hear about all that before, most of it. So she kind of said a couple things that will give confirmation to what was going on in the cult. And I might just do more on cults. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. Um, then she left out. Oh yeah, she also had. She also was with Wizzy. And she left out. She and Wizzy left, I think. And then she came out and she was saying, she was telling a lot. She was telling a lot. And then the trial came up and she was like, yeah, I'm going to give testimony. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. She made a whole diss track. Does anybody remember the diss track? The diss track was good. It was actually was good. Now, I know I'm not saying that people can come out of the lion's den and still be unscathed. No, I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, it's like the change of what's coming out of your mouth right now. I'm just like, what the heck is going on? Mind you, Fundy did say that how right they'll be around each other a lot. They'll be around each other a lot. Lisa says what like it looks like it's a clout thing. She's looking for attention. I don't. To be honest, I don't know what she's looking for. I'm just thinking she's all just mixed up. She don't know which way is up and which way is down right now, and it's just like when she's talking, I'm just like, what's it? So-called proclaiming the kingdom. He is the Messiah. He is God. Do you know what? The man's done so much things. He also put you in a great situation. I do believe that when these people come out, whether it be Velvet, Trey Nine, who truly do the work to reprogram, deprogram, Solar included, Musa, all of them. Not just saying that they come out of the cult. They need. It should be back in the day, right? There is this movie that I did refer to a long time ago, where the parents, I think they kidnapped the person, and then they got the people to deprogram them. And I believe like with these people here, because I feel they're at their most dangerous. It's when they go back into that self talk, that self whatever proclaiming. I mean, like you could be great, whatever, in any circumstances. Sometimes your circumstances do actually break you down. It does break you down. It gets you to levels. People, and I do believe people with mental health. I do believe Trace Mama Nine or Train Nine has some. I mean, because remember, like most of the court members has some levels of mental health, something going on with them, or something going on with them in their families, or something. Though Treasure seemed to have come from a stable family. and the mom was is very outspoken, and it's like you are going around in circles, circles, like this thing bobbing here. And you know, um, some like yes, people don't like to ask for help because they know that when they ask for help, right, the person's gonna say, "Well, I helped you. I did this for you." And I feel that Trey Nine is one of those people. And I believe that how she feels that she's part of a community. There's nothing wrong with feeling part of a community. Is what is the community doing for you? It's all well and good you're proclaiming the kingdom. It's all well and good you're doing what you're doing and doing and doing. And these people don't mean good for you. If they didn't mean good for you in the beginning, the first time you was there, right? They don't mean good for you now, right? And judging by the sounds of it, right, you had good friends because the when you went to Puerto Rico, wherever they was, your friend put out a bulletin or something asking, have they seen you? Because apparently you went missing or something. Now the irony of this whole thing is because Velvet, as though even with Velvet, though she's talking like how she's talking now, even she drops certain stuff that sounds very cultish. Um, when she's talking to somebody, she's referring to the star signs a lot. And we know in the real world, when you are dating and doing certain things, um, yes, well, probably the star sign thing probably do come up, but it's not the most important thing that you are talking about, basically. And as much as she is growling now, making up noise, right, and talk about the other women, I mean, yeah, sometimes right we could talk about people and sometimes right this is how it goes. Like when you're pointing the finger outwards, sometimes the fingers are pointing back to you and you seem to have certain things that you have done as well, which puts your children in danger also. And you know, and it's just interesting that she's growling like how she is. Right. Somebody brings you something. This is what happens on the also on the YouTube streets. People will put stuff into chats to cause an argument between content creators, is whether you want to bark at it or not, is whether you choose to pick it up. Right, the person came and they told on somebody, and she started going in. They were saying that Aya said something about her or something, and then the person went back to Aya and said, "She said something about you." It's like I mean, it's just very crazy. But today, what I'm gonna do, because I want to remind Train Nine, Mama Nine, of a few things, because you're changing your mouth now and proclaiming the kingdom for what I don't even know. It's kind of strange. I don't know which one to go to or I should go to. Medea's one, because you went through a lot. You went through a lot. Let me go with this one.
Decided to separate. He brought it up because he feels like he's not really attracted to me like that, or our chemistry is not there. And I was feeling the same way, but I thought maybe it's because we haven't been together for a long time. He also told me he wanted to get with me to get his dick wet, so he won't have to do certain things anymore and to turn me into something. I kind of feel like that's Babylon, and I'm mad at myself for letting this as far, get this things this far, and trusting him too much. Because he even told me that he feels like I'm too trusting. Only reason I'm trusting is because I felt Like he been there for 4 years, so I felt I can trust him. I'm not gonna say I didn't learn anything while I was with him. I learned how to be with a man, and I had practice coming into my divine feminine. I feel like he ain't feel a connection because he wasn't being real with me, with himself from the get as a man. He didn't lead the situation correctly, even after me telling him we should ease into the relationship and not just jump into one. I trusted him because he the man, and I felt he know what he doing and what he wants. But now,
Traina didn't want any parts of any man. One, she went in there as a lesbian for one, and like they tried to change her sexual orientation, right? By putting her with Musa, right? And as you see, she's sitting with Wizzy, which is in the yellow. They're sitting with her. You see how different she looks there. Look how different she looks. She looks so different. And I'm thinking, do you want to go back to this again? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm asking. Do you want to go back to this again? Go back to being in a cult that doesn't allow you to be who you want to be? Because I know, right? Um, as a mother, when a child comes out to you, right, you have to kind of accept who they are. You cannot say, "Oh, well, oh, oh, well, like you got to be with a man." Da, 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 da. So where they're around a bunch of strangers or where they're around you, the people have to accept them for who they are because this is who they are at the end of the day. Um, it's like it's like when she wrote this letter, they almost clowned her. I remember this one. They clowned her, and you can tell by her face she wasn't expecting it. And the fact that you want to go back to a cult that clowned you, made you look stupid multiple, well, few times, like you look like a deer caught in the headlights, literally. Now, as this video continues, see her facial structures, her facial change, her facial change, and saying he's a good man. A good man would never clown you, make you look stupid on a public platform, knowing who you are already, right? And the fact that he did it away from you because he knows he can see that you have that that fighting spirit in you, and this is why he did this at a distance. Okay, well, this is one of my theories anyway. Saying it is, but I'm just thinking. And even though this is done a long time ago, it's still fresh in my mind that how, especially when you mention he's a good man and he's the Messiah and he's the God. And he did not treat you good. He didn't treat you good. He had you running on rocks and all sorts of things on the beach, and um they were sleeping upstairs and she was sleeping downstairs with the men in like seemed like a basement, right? He did not treat her good. He did not treat her good by a long shot, right? Yeah, and she went there as one person and he was trying to change her. Now, fair enough, the Three Musketeers did put out the video of her dancing in a dress. And she said, well, I was doing it because I wanted to get into carbonation. That's why I did it. But then he tried to put you in a dress when you was there. He didn't respect who you are as a person. And I remember a lot of the sector was mad that he did that to you, that he tried to change you into something that you're not, right? Even though we know most of them is a certain way already, but you was outwardly being who you was. You wasn't hiding. They are hiding who they are. So I'm just like, but anyway, just listen as this progresses. And then I'll go to the recent one that she said. You tell me now, that person, what is all, I mean, you can come into the chat and you can tell me how you feel about this because it's quite shocking when you sat through, well, I've sat through her doing an interview with Cola when she was telling it all. I seen her left, I seen her do this track and all sorts of things. And then you're just like, wow, okay, where did this come from then?
Now I feel like I can't respect him as a man, and I don't want to get back with him in the future. I feel like he puts a bad taste in my mouth for himself. I'm more mad at myself though, because it's my fault for letting things get this far and not speaking up about certain things and feelings. But now I know that those feelings were because I felt the connection wasn't there. I thought we just needed more time to get to know each other, maybe. But now it makes sense because he didn't really want to be with me. It was just for selfish reasons. And honestly, I don't want to be with nobody if it's not what?
If it's not Chief.
No, I didn't see that part. Whoa.
That's not
Whoa
how
there.
I um
Okay. It's got to be chief or someone that's already a chief. I felt this way before I came to carbonation. I was like, if I ever wanted to be with someone, it would be with chief. Even though I never read this part, even though I felt others.
Nature Boy always was like, as soon as any woman touched down to go into carbonation, he always wanted to be with the woman. It doesn't matter who it was. It doesn't matter who it was. Umi went through it. Various, I can't remember the ones who left, who went there and left, went through it, and it's like they scripted the letter for her to talk to put it in there like that, because when a person is a certain way, right, they are not looking at a man, okay, they're looking at the women. So I don't know, like the way he's laughing, like wow, like you can tell it's scripted. It's just so weird. Well, like I said, I remember this just like it seems like yesterday. Every time I watch something from the past or a throwback from the past, or they say something really strange, and I look at something from the past, or someone puts up old carbonation, some video, you right, it all comes flooding back. It literally all comes flooding back. That's why when I watch Hood horrors, and you watch it and you sit there and you just think, wow, like it seemed like you get major flashbacks because you're remembering where you were sitting when you saw certain things happen and all this. And the fact that he's laughing because like he's laughing because he's like, wow, she wants me. Like when we know when we know who's watched it knows that Trey Nine is a gay woman, and he just wanted to be wanted by her for some reason. Like, because like him, he gonna get with every woman that gets there. It doesn't matter what your orientation, whether you like him or not like him, he wanted any woman. So I'm not gonna play all of this, but I'm gonna play some of it, and then I'm going to show you the new Trey Nine. If you haven't seen the new Trey Nine and what she said recently, right, we are gonna hear the new Trey Nine and what she's saying. And I'm just shaking my head because I cannot believe what's coming out of her mouth right now after all was said and done.
Were attractive. I just wanted to give Captain Musa a chance. He came on to me. I felt maybe it was meant, but I don't see me being with him anymore or in the future. I'd rather be with Chief, and I feel you can properly lead me and I can trust you.
you stop.
What the fuck? I gotta start reading the messages all the way through. That's the lesson I just learned.
That's funny as hell.
I just skimmed through that shit. I didn't really read all of it. Wow. Musa, what's your thoughts on this?
Mm.
Mm. Does that hurt your feelings?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You think that's why she did it? To hurt your feelings?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's why she did it, you feel me? But I don't know.
But it hurts your feelings.
Yeah, look, yeah. Because I can
Do
feel
you think
myself
that
like,
you owe her an apology? Because you were just trying to get your dick wet and your intentions wasn't right?
I don't know if I would say my intentions wasn't right. I just feel like I was trying to be honest with my nature. Like, that was a part of the decision. And I feel like that's something that Baba G taught
But
me.
you made the decision based on you wanting to have sex rather
But
than.
not solely, no. Like, for example, Baba G will talk about how a lot of times what determines on if he deals with a woman is his physical attraction to her.
Was you physically attracted to her?
Yeah.
Now you're not.
I just feel like she has certain mannerisms that turn me off that I didn't get to see until I was with her closely.
Yeah, but you got to see that stuff first.
Why? Okay, this is the past. This is the past. This is not the future. This is not happening now. Now, the mad thing about this is, of course, you're not gonna like her. One, she's attracted to women. Two, with studs, as we know, and people, if you know a stud or whatever the case may be, or whatever capacity, studs are very mannish. They're mannish women. That's what they are. They're like mannish women. They move like men. Their whole uh like the face, everything, the whole presence is of a man, right? So of course she's not gonna be attracted to you, Musa. She never was attracted to you in the first place. If anything, I will say that she'll be attracted to the women in the cult. And because he didn't want the women to be attracted to her, he sort of put her with Musa. And that's why I don't understand why this woman right now is just saying that how, oh yeah, he's a good man. There was nothing good about nature, but even for you, right? For you. And we do know, yes, like whatever, right? I'm not part of that community or nothing. I'm just saying in general, because we know we have families like that sometimes and whatever. Right? We know that they are very manly in their stance, the way they talk, the way they move, the way they, there's nothing feminine about a stud at all. And you wanted to turn the stud into a feminine, and she wasn't into Musa. She never was into Musa, never ever, right? You know. And to be honest, when everybody saw her on screen, it was like, wow, she looks like Joy. I forgot her name, Tori. I think her name's Tori. I was like, damn, this woman looks like they was trying to turn her into Tori. Joy, his the woman that left with the baby. And when you look at her on the screen sitting beside him, where she was just nodding, and that was it. Like it was just like that was not her. That was not her. Right? So the person you see talking on the screen when during the trial, after the trial, that's her. That's exactly how she is. Her mum described her as a bit of a fighter, and I can't remember, but the way the mum described her, that's exactly who you saw at one time. And then I don't know what happened, and it seemed like she was just less in conflict in her mind, like you know what I mean. She's fighting against the goal, but she's like in conflict with herself. Is and it does happen. It happens to some people. People be in conflict with their people, that with their minds, with their self, with their being, with their everything. And she, I definitely say she's in conflict. She's in conflict now. Well, before she started saying she's proclaiming the kingdom, always fighting with somebody. Like she'll be talking on the camera and she'll be in fight mode, literally. I said, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to hear something happen to this woman now." Right? You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where like you as a mother, you're looking on the child and the child is just, it's like she didn't get the decompression, the deprogramming, whatever she's supposed to get. Maybe they had to do it forcefully, whatever they got to do, because she is a danger to herself at this present moment. Because even how she was bugging out before, and now she's coming out saying something totally different. And then maybe next year she might change again, or next week she might say, "Okay, well, I don't want to be carbonation no more." She's in conflict with herself. She's in conflict with herself, though that I don't think they ever leave each other. Fundi said a key thing one time. She said that how right they would always be around each other. They would always be together in whatever capacity, whether it be in the Instagram capacity, whether it be together kind of thing. They will always be around each other. There's no guarantee that they are free from carbonation. There's no guarantee. It's a ever decreasing circle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Like, remember, some of them didn't leave by themselves. I can't remember how Trey Nile did escape. To be honest, I can't remember how she got away from carbonation, because a lot of them left under darkness. A lot of them walked out. They were there for a couple of days, and they saw certain things. They disagreed with it. They left. I'm just like, you need help, girl. You need help, right? You need help. Actually, now I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play her, because I don't think I could sit through this one, because I remember this like yesterday, and everybody remember this when this happened. It's like, how, like, why would you go back to a group of people that doesn't want your best interests at heart? They just want, like, you know what I mean? Right? I don't get it myself, but I think Lisa explained a little bit. I don't get it myself. I'm just kind of like, I don't know where that come from. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go to the recent occurrence of the time, so you can see why I'm saying this. Oops, hold on. Let me get up on screen.
But it's not like I didn't lie. You feel me? It's not that when I left carbonation, because I fell into a misunderstanding, I started to thinking that that shit wasn't real, and that he was out to get people. He didn't have the right intentions. He had bad intentions, and that he wasn't the Messiah, and that I just started thinking all this shit. You feel me? And they compare imagination carbonation to a cult. But you can also, if you look in the Bible and what Jesus was doing, you can compare him to a cult as well, because a lot of people don't even know Jesus in the Bible. He was going against religion. Like, he was going against the churches. He was going against religion. Like, that's why they didn't like Jesus, because Jesus was claiming he was God. Jesus was claiming he was God. They didn't like that. They said blasphemy, blasphemy. But this is what the three Eliseo Bishop is trying to do, is wake up humanity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he spent countless of hours on the internet screaming. You feel me? Just screaming. It makes sense. Like, when you look in the Bible, Jesus was coming to humanity to teach, and he was basically the Most High incarnated into a human being. Mind you, we the oldest race on the earth. Mind you, right? We the oldest race on the earth, black people. So Jesus is black. If you go back to Adam and Eve, if we the oldest race, Adam and Eve was black. Jesus was black. Wait, what she said? My bad, y'all. I'm checking for messages. What she said? Let's wake it up. Let's wake y'all up. Let's wake it up for real because y'all don't even know y'all own Bible. That's the crazy part. Y'all don't know y'all own Bible. If y'all knew y'all own Bible, Jesus was coming back to say, I am God, you are God, we all God, but you gotta you gotta come take me, you feel me? You gotta come with me. You said that music is way distracting, God. I'm dead. It is kind of distracting, I feel you. But that was that song for real. I ain't gonna lie, that song was kind of like, especially towards the end, but I feel you though, but yeah. But it's my shit though. I like this music because it's like it just connect you back to your native. You feel me? It just connect me back to my roots. Like I just know, like when I hear that shit, it just ignites something in me. Like you feel me? I love myself. I love myself. For Spain, for glory, for gold. Jesus Christ, peace reflection, peace reflection. But yeah, yeah, like I just want y'all to know though, like this shit deep, and I'm gonna be putting. We are the tribe that they cannot see. I'm gonna be putting some deep shit out. We are the.
Ever revolving door, honestly. She's saying she's native. I'm native. How do you know you're native? You don't even know who you are. You don't know who you are. And in the chat they were saying, because I think she's either bipolar, or bipolar or schizophrenic. One of the things, I'm not sure. So the music is reflecting what's going on in her mind right now. That's what I think as well, and it's what she's spouting out of her mouth. It's like, are you for real? Like, really? I'm gonna be doing some downloads. Like, what? It's such a this here, right here. After all she said and said she was gonna do and testify and all that stuff, even though she didn't do it, I don't even know what she didn't do it. Unfortunately, she didn't testify. It was more like down to the other ones who testified against Nature Boy. She did a whole diss track, but it's like I might be able to play a little bit of the diss track. I don't know. So you can see why I think this woman. I don't know the whatever. It's crazy, and it's like when people leave certain things, sometimes you have to let go of it. Don't be around the people. It's like what I said, two alcoholics cannot be in a relationship together because that person will take you back to alcoholism. And I feel it's the same thing with this. She's always seeing stuff that's going on with them and certain things with them, and people talking about them a lot, but that shouldn't even still make you want to go back to carbonation because you've been inside of the belly of the beast. So you know that when on the outside look or whatever is going on, when people's talking about them, they're talking about the past things that Nature Boy did, and it also was contradicting what the wives are saying because the wives do not talk sense. They never talk sense. And you considering that she's been in there Talk about she had to walk on rocks and all this stuff. It's like, why on earth would you want to get wrapped up in it? Right? And I don't know. I think somebody said she might be with Juju, but I'm just like, Juju is gone. He's lost. He's lost in the source. Even he sometimes cannot even talk very well. And I know sometimes, I think I've had moments where my grammar and stuff just fall down sometimes. But after a while, right, you know, you have to try to straighten out yourself. You have to want better for yourself. You can't just be going back to that, to whatever you think, because you see people talking about them. Just sometimes, well, I mean, in America, they call it clout chasing. When people see people talking about people and they want to be part of it, right? I think I said it right, but you could correct me. And like probably she sees all the videos what Medea be putting up and stuff like that, and others, but not a lot of people do talk about carbonation. Not a lot of people talk about carbonation. Probably we talk about Velvet a lot because Velvet is very active. She's very active right now, right? We talk about Velvet. We talk about the Three Musketeers, the Manson sisters, because they're active. I don't even talk about Juju and Jax because I don't see the point myself. But if I see something up about them, I will sit and watch. Yeah, I will watch because I seen the cult get when he got arrested, how they seem to have scattered. They scattered. They didn't leave by themselves. How some of them, and you left by yourself due to what was going on. But now you want to go back into it. But anyway, let her carry on.
Looser Nation.
All right, bet. Let me play Carbonation. Facts. I love Carbonation music too. I was just thinking about that get in tune with mother.
I ain't even finna hold y'all, but I have a strong suspicion that Three's Christ profile belongs to no other than Eligio Bishop.
Government want suffering. The government want that shit. Jesus spoke out against the government. Jesus came and he spoke out against the government and said, you feel me, woe to all you Pharisees and you feel me, religious people. He spoke out against religion because he said, y'all doing it wrong. Y'all over here worshiping an imaginary God when the kingdom of heaven is within you.
I ain't even finna hold y'all, but just a quick PSA. Velvet is no longer married to Nature Boy. She went ahead and filed for divorce, which was granted last year. And I made an announcement and presented it with documentation to all of Beyonce's internet.
It's not perfect. People be trying to think that they want this fabricated ass bullshit. They want this fabricated, made it up ass story that they put in the Bible about how Jesus is perfect and all this other shit. Well, Jesus is actually a nigga. The black man is God. Jesus is a nigga. He came through a nigga because Jesus came through the most oppressed people. He came for all of humanity, but he came specifically for the most oppressed people through the most oppressed people, which is black people. We the original people on this earth, period. So why wouldn't he be the Messiah? All his shit match up. Like when I hear him speak, when I hear his downloads, like it's almost too good to be true. It's surreal. It's surreal. But guess what? In the Bible, some of Jesus' disciples betrayed him because it was just so surreal. The mission was just so surreal. Look it up. I'm proving all of this on the videos that I'm finna drop soon about how I asked ChatGPT these information and they said it was true. ChatGPT said that some of Jesus' disciples betrayed him because the mission was just so surreal. It was like too good to be true. It was like, are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's crazy. Jesus had to go through humiliation. He had to go through suffering. He had to go through humiliation. Like, it's kind of humiliating in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't believe you. People blaspheme. People throw rocks, throw stones at you. It's not an easy journey. It's not an easy mission. It's not easy because you know it's right, you feel it's right, but you've been told lies. You've been told that, this is Jesus. You've been told that Jesus is white. You've been given all these fabricated as lies, and then you're living in a system as well that's just taking your energy and distracting you with all this bullshit and lies. That when the truth finally come here, you don't really recognize, or you can't really see it because you're expecting something different. You're expecting something else. So listen, even in the Bible, Jesus went to jail in the Bible. Jesus went to jail in the Bible, and some of his disciples, you feel me, turned him over to the authorities in the Bible. In the Bible. Now, also in the Bible, Jesus gets out and he forgives his disciples. He forgives all his disciples for you feel me? Just turning on a mission and just overthinking and just.
So you want forgiveness from Nature Boy because you made a stand on what he did to you. Why would you want forgiveness from someone who abused you in a cult? I personally see it like this. You do me wrong, and I don't need your forgiveness. I don't need whatever. See all what you're spouting about the Bible and blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. Right. It's not carbonation is not even a conscious movement anyway. They never was. He just recycled a whole heap of information and whatever, and then turned it into something else. Right? He's a grifter. And he used you guys for your money, for your military money, or whatever money you was bringing in, whatever. That's what he did. I don't see why you are rushing back into this, because he's not even coming out anyway. He's got 25 to life. He ain't coming out. I don't know what is this proving? Nothing. Maybe you should just stay with your mother. Maybe you should just stay there with your mum. I don't think you being by yourself is helping you in any way. And the fact that you're going back to these people is crazy. But anyways, let's continue.
You feel me? Just thinking that it was some other shit. Jersey Mike's already answered that. Like, we all know that. Family go through shit. Don't you go through things with your family? We all go through shit with family. We family. I'm trying to heal my generational curses. I tapped into the truth. I tapped into the Most High. And it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy path because your demons come out. Your shadows come out. You get triggered. You have traumas. That's what you seen. You seen I was triggered. That's what you see online with all these people who leave. They're triggered. They're hurt. They're in a misunderstanding. Well, honestly, DJ 2022, to answer your question, I've been thinking about testosterone. Like, I don't know. You feel me? Like, I might, because the testosterone gonna always be there. If I want to continue it, you feel me, I can pick back up if I want to. But I have been thinking about it, and I don't know if I'm gonna continue testosterone because it's just not natural. Honestly, like, it's just not natural, and it hasn't really, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, it's been making my heart, you feel me, skip beats. Like, and it's kind of scary, like, when I move in my bed, like, when I toss in my bed, like, just toss and turn in my bed, just simple as that. My heart will, like, skip a beat a little bit, and I'm like, that's not normal. I'm not used to, you feel me, my heart feeling weird like that, It's weird. So it's like, ever since I started, testosterone. Um, yes, it's against the concept. Yeah. But you got to understand that's I fell out of the knowledge. Like when I left carbonation, I fell out of the knowledge and I kind of started doing my own thing, how I wanted to do it, not really keeping the knowledge and start taking testosterone. But that's not good for my body. Like I'm going against my natural production of hormones. That's not the best idea, honestly. Like I'm for it. Like I'm not saying I'm not for it. Like I'm definitely for it. Like I would be for it if I was in my lower self. I could see me being for it if I was in my lower self or if I was, like a system baby. I'm not a system baby. I'm a nature baby. Like I'm in tune with nature and I follow nature now. And, I want to respect the true nature of myself and I go against my nature. Because if I go against my nature, then nature gonna fucking fuck me up. You feel me? With some gonna come from that. Like, to every cause is an effect. You feel me? So it's just like to every action is a reaction. So you gotta think about that. I gotta think about that. Yeah. But I don't know, like I'm gonna drop some videos, some more videos, just explaining this like deeper. Like I don't want to I feel like a lot of people do kind of tarnish Eligio Bishop's name. You feel me? I don't think that we should do that. I don't think that that's cool at all.
How are they tarnishing his name when he put it all up on the whole internet? All of everything he did, he put on the internet. Everything he did, every little thing he did. He tarnished his own name, right? He tarnished his own name. He did it to himself. You guys was just collateral, basically, because like you lot don't know what to do. You're out from underneath him. Now, I thought to myself, once he got into prison or jail, whatever, that you guys will go look for the help that you need. You'll move on. I'm gonna hear about carbonation again, ever, or whatever they're called now, imagination. But it's like they continue. It's like a continuous thing. It seems to be continuous, and I know in cults is one of those things that how like when it's broken down, there is people that still is carrying, still is continuing the works of the cult, but then it comes under a different name, and certain stuff happens. But you lot are not obligated to the man. Even those three stooges right now, or four women, they're not obligated to stay there. People can tell you to stay there. You don't have to stay. You don't have to do this. You don't have to follow certain stuff. You don't have to be a part of anything what he's dealing with. But you lot choose to do it. You choose to do it. Right? It makes no sense. Yeah, you can learn something from somebody and you can take bits of it and then like you can go off and you can still use it in the world, but you do it in another way. So he is his own downfall. He wasn't helping nobody. He didn't even help Mama Dia. Mama Dia looked very ill. I think after there's a video of her where she's talking and she doesn't look good at all. She doesn't look good at all. There was loads of stuff coming out about the stuff, people leaving, people getting abused, shouted at. Velvet, I think, was the one. Like, there's so many videos on Velvet getting abused by him. I mean, fair enough, right? She give too, but he really, went in on her certain times, and some of the women, and I'm trying to think of all the different scenarios. I can't even think of them right now, because this action here makes no sense, because you moved from wherever you was and you went to Mexico or Puerto Rico or whatever the case may be. I mean, like, you can live life. You can live your life. You're not around the group. Why do you want to go back into their group? If anything, I'll go into an empowering group that I can. I mean, obviously, be by yourself. You have to go to people who can empower you, take you out of from where you are, and not take you back to where you was. That's why people have friends and all sorts of friends in different capacities. They don't have the same friends. You right? Apart from the carbonation, look, you should have been friends with other people outside. I don't. I don't. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know.
because you wouldn't want no one doing that to you. Like I've had that done to me. You feel me? And people took what happened or took the situation the wrong way. They ran with a story and they told everybody this story about me like I was this monster. And now my cousin don't even speak to me. My own cousin don't even speak to me. My own cousin. My cousin. You know why? All because somebody mouth know how to fucking storm up some type of fucking bullshit to make me seem like I'm some type of bad person. I'm not a bad person, the fuck? Like, oh, I don't gotta fight my feelings towards women. That's the thing. Like, I honestly don't have to fight my feelings towards women. Like, I think that's a common misconception that people don't understand. When I was in carbonation, like, he never really honestly was trying to take anything away from me. Honest, for real. Like, when I think about it, he really wasn't trying to take nothing away from me because he told me that I could still have women, I could still date women. And he also told me like I could still tap into my masculinity. Like he understands I'm a two-spirited being. He understands that. Like he understands two-spirited beings. He understands all of that. He just doesn't think that one should go to the extreme, type thing. Your cousin should sit down and talk to you. That's his or her perception. Exactly. I hate when people go and believe what someone tell them bad about her. Exactly. Yeah, she should sit down.
Okay, you're saying he didn't want you. He wanted you to be who you want to be. Okay, let's see. I just found something just now. I think I'll use this video before actually. But anyways.
Oh, the only thing that matters here is that you guys want to do it. And that's all that matters, okay? These people are just my students.
Now tell me, is this normal?
Some girl said, no, that's my man.
You don't want to take you out to be yourself.
You're her man. All right, so, guys, sweaty one. Gosh, so tell me, who are you? Tell the people.
I'm a 9.
You're not 9'6'3", are you?
Yes, I'm 9'6'3".
Whoa. The transformation, you were kind of LGBT.
Facts. The knowledge helped me transition because I believe that I should live my life objectively. I'm thinking about long term.
Can you guys hear her? Can you guys hear her? Hey, I got an echo here, guys. All right. So, tell me, so you were a lesbian, homosexual,
Facts.
and you're not that anymore, is what you're saying.
Well, I'm not saying that I still don't like females. I'm just choosing to be with a male as far as my mission goes and goes.
What kind of knowledge? What's going on? What kind of knowledge are you talking about here?
Well, I just wanna be able to procreate, and I feel like I want to procreate the divine masculine, so I want to come into my divine feminine and be nurturing.
So you're bisexual?
Yes.
You actually are, or are you just forcing that? What's going on there?
No, I am bisexual.
So you are attracted to Lucy, yeah? Press 1 if you believe she's attracted to Musa.
She wasn't. She wasn't. Because in the end, she went with Wizzy. So, she just said this. She's in agreement with him. Don't fall for the rabbit in the hat. Right? So how are you gonna be able to be yourself? You're not gonna be able to be yourself. If you won't be able to be yourself this time, do you think they're gonna allow you to be yourself now? Okay.
And press 2 if you think that's cap. They're saying too. Is that the truth?
No.
Tell me how you guys got into it.
So it started when I would say she first got here, a couple of weeks, and Baba G had recommended she go with the men because she was giving off more of a just lesbian vibe, and that can make some of the women uncomfortable. So as I seen her around the men,
right,
I just didn't get that vibe too much. I got a very feminine vibe. I got a very, I don't know, I kind of was like attracted to it a little bit. And I also just, I felt like after speaking with her, having like a conversation with her, I felt like, I don't know, I sounded like a little girl. I felt like she needed guidance. She needed help. And yeah, I feel like I got her.
Wow.
Yes. So
help
her, help guide her. Help her be a woman.
Facts. And
Oh. Yeah. High five here, man. High five.
Absolutely.
All right, man. You're going to help her be a woman.
Absolutely.
Are you not a woman?
I am a woman, but I wasn't truly a woman. Like, I feel like it's what I'm becoming. It's what I'm trying to become. Because I was in
Hi, Fundi.
a state of, so like, even though I like females, I start thinking about it, and I'm like, I can't procreate with a female. I can't, like, I don't have the same abilities as a man. And I just started thinking about a lot of things, and I'm like, well, if I can go both ways, how come I just won't just be a woman and just go be with a man? To me, it makes more sense because I can procreate.
Well, the only thing that matters here is that you guys. They're saying too. Is that the truth?
No.
Tell me how you guys got into it.
So
Also got that content creator to edit their video because it blacked out.
it started when I would say she first got here, a couple of weeks, and Baba G had recommended she go with the men because she was giving off more of a just lesbian vibe, and that can make some of the women uncomfortable. So as I seen her around the men,
right,
I just didn't get that vibe too much. I got a very feminine vibe. I got a very, I don't know, I kind of was like attracted to it a little bit. And I also just, I felt like after speaking with her, having like a conversation with her, I felt like, I don't know, I sounded like a little girl. I felt like she needed guidance. She needed help. And yeah, I feel like I got her.
Wow.
Yes. So
help
her, help guide her. Help her be a woman.
Facts. And
Oh. Yeah. High five here, man. High five.
Absolutely.
All right, man. You're going to help her be a woman.
Absolutely.
Now, did you hear the words? Now, I played it twice. He said that how she had a lesbian vibe. I'm just going to help her to be a woman. She's a whole stud. She's mannish. In West Indies, they call that mannish, which means, well, I mean, if you understand the terminology mannish, the mannish means that how her whole presence, her whole being is like she has a masculine presence about her, right? There's nothing feminine about her, nothing. And I believe that she only said that how she's into both, the just for this, just to because like okay, right, this is a play, and I'm just gonna say because he must have said, oh yeah, right, oh yeah, I'm playing Dr. Bishop, and it's right, it's not real, and blah blah blah. Because that's what he used to do to them. He used to say, look, like it's not real. I'm not Nature Boy today. Today I'm Dr. Bishop, and they used to play this. So I don't understand why she's spouting this now, but anyway, I'm sure we will see more. Right, I'm gonna replay this again, this part there.
Are you not a woman?
I am a woman, but I wasn't truly a woman. Like, I feel like it's what I'm becoming. It's what I'm trying to become. Because I was in a state of, so like, even though I liked females, I started thinking about it, and I'm like, I can't procreate with a female. I can't, like, I don't have the same abilities as a man. And I just started thinking about a lot of things, and I'm like, well, if I can go both ways, how come I just won't just be a woman and just go be with a man? To me, it makes more sense because I can procreate.
I don't know why it cuts off like that, but let's go back to Train Iron saying what she's saying.
Trying to talk to me. My cousin should sit down and talk to me instead of just believe some shit. My cousin, she stopped talking to me for a week. She chose somebody else, like, over me. Her cousin just stopped talking to me. My cousin still don't talk to me to this day. I don't know what I did to her. I didn't do nothing to her. All I try to do is show love. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, yo. Wait, what you talking about agreeing? What you talking about, P. Lissa? Do you believe Nature Boy did the crime? No. The police, you gotta hear the police, man. The police was changing that shit up for like, you gotta see he dropped a malicious prosecution. Go look at the malicious prosecution videos. He put it's all in there. Like, look at the
She even sounds like Juju. You know how Juju talks with that lisp? He doesn't say the word right. She sounds like Juju. And he told on himself in the interrogation room. He told on himself. That video what they made don't hold water. Okay, it doesn't hold water. That's literally what got him the amount of years he got. It's his own doing. He ain't got nothing to do with anybody else but him. All right. So you saying, "Oh well, I believe he didn't do it." Da, 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 da. He said in the interrogations room that how right she was saying no, but I still went ahead and pursued her or did whatever. Right, it came out of his mouth. It's on Badea's there. It's on Badea's page, and it's also on. It was also in the trial. They brought it up. These people be making up stuff.
Look at the malicious prosecution videos. It makes sense. The police was literally coercing Janae. The T coerced Janae. Like,
They put love making. What they put what he was doing. They called it love making in that cult. Right? He even said, even if she says no, that means she wants it. He said this numbers of times. So um, I don't know why you are in agreement once again with whatever he said it. He's got it on his so-called Nature Boy TV channel and all that stuff, right? So I don't. To me, I'm saying, like, my honest opinion is that you're just doing this just to say it, when you know in your hearts of hearts that what you're saying is wrong, right? And you want to show him, look, I'm still down with you, but you're not down with him, not really. You're just agreeing with it. And if you are around Juju, because Juju does a lot of, what, so you're around that. So I don't know. I can't explain it. If you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying, right?
the T coerced Janae. Then the police, you got the police coercing Janae. He's a bad guy. Yeah, lock him up. Okay, she's already in a misunderstanding, right? Janae's already hurt. She's triggered. She's already in a misunderstanding, which she thinks that they're not good people, that they have bad intentions. He don't got bad intentions. Y'all was just going through a situation. Y'all was going through a little situation. That don't mean that he's a bad guy. Because y'all going through a little tough time right now. That don't mean he's a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. Like, even certain things, like, we all, you feel me, was going through our own situation, but we was definitely learning from it, and it was a lot of good in that situation too. It was a lot of good in carbonation, like, you feel me.
What was good in carbonation? What? Eating scraps. They cook a whole. They will cook. How? Let me see. I can remember this now because it's been a while. Okay, it's been a while. They will cook something, and they will, right, and some people will eat, and some people won't eat. Sometimes, right, there was cases where, like, some people were so skinny, they were so small, you could see their neck, their collarbones was standing out on their body. Um, Pregnant women wasn't allowed to eat a certain way, and all this, and like Nature Boy would eat like a king. He would eat like a king. He'll leave and take the women with him. He'll travel. They'll be eating lobster. They'll be eating meat. They'll be doing all sorts of things. In the meantime, I think you was there at the time when there was, like, when people used to call it the basement, where the men used to be at, and the men will be left in the basement. And then, like, it's like they had chores and stuff to do. It's the same thing when they went Atlanta, where they had to sleep in the garage. They had no mattresses. They had to sleep on the floor. Right, and I'm thinking it's the same thing what was happening in the place what people's calling the basement, because you was in the basement because, like, when Wizzy came from upstairs, because Wizzy was upstairs living good for a little while, and then Nature Boy put her downstairs, and Wizzy was not having it. Wizzy's like, no, no way, I'm not staying down here, no way. And he said, no, 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 you got to be down here, right? Um, the B6 to 12 whatever diet, that was not nourishing at all. That was not nourishing at all. Plus, on top of that, later it came out that how, right, it was Mama Dia who's the one who bought the the recipe book, which they copied and they made it themselves. They called it clean cuisine, right? Then another time there was fights going on. There was fights going on. or he'll put them to battle against each other. One time he was dressed in Native American attire, and then he had two men fight each other. I think it was Drax and the one with the C. I can't remember his name. Caliber. So he was not really a good influence on none of you guys. That whole scenario, the whole combination, the whole cult was none of that. But here you are saying, "Oh no, it was like, yeah, the malicious prosecution, and he is a good man, and da, da, da." No, he was not a good man. He was no way a good man. He was doing so much things, even with the daughter. With the daughter, I don't. With the daughter, I remember me and my daughter. We watched that live, and he literally got hard. Or the daughter was in his hand, and he was doing what he was doing, and Velvet was telling him to change his trousers, and my daughter and me literally got mad. See that the intentions of which he had on his daughter was weird. But you say he's a good man. Oh, I don't think he was at all. I definitely know that because you were watching him on Scream a lot. On Scream, I used to get mad. Where how he used to shout at the women, belittle them. You make them feel small in the ground. And these women will be just standing there smiling or whatever. Or like one day it's like they wake up every day and they had to walk on eggshells around him. And I think I know how that felt because I think I've had some type of person like that around me at one point. We had to walk on eggshells around a person. That ain't good. Ain't good for your psyche. Ain't good for your mind. Ain't good for nothing. That's when I gotta go. I gotta go. He is not a good man. He's not a good man. No way, no how. No way, no how. That he's a good man. How? How? All the money he took from you guys. What's it? uh, military money. I think some people was on certain things because now I learn about the EBT and all that stuff. Some people was on certain things. He was getting all that. He was living good. Plus, he was getting cash apps. He was getting whatever else was going on. It was just crazy. It was a whole crazy time. To be honest, like I said, I was just glad when he got sent to jail. I was happy. I said, you know what, this thing's gonna finish now. It's gonna be done. But the three stooges or four stooges over there just keep continuing. And then there's you people like you now who keeps going back. Oh, I'm proclaiming the kingdom. I'm going on a mission. What is the mission? They can't tell you what the knowledge is. Even Eferu the other day was spouting the Bible. She couldn't even. She was getting in the chat. People was what they say, coercing or putting stuff in the chat for her to say what she's gonna say. So it's like, what is your purpose? You got no purpose. Everybody has a purpose. You have no purpose. When you get, pardon me, amongst that group, you have no purpose. Everybody has a purpose, no matter how little the purpose is. You guys basically is proclaiming a guy who sooner or later, when God said, okay, time for you to go, when his time come, whether he comes out of that jail in a box or not, you guys will have to just try and come out of whatever you're dealing with because like this is not gonna get you anywhere at this point. Okay. So yeah, I just went to a place. I don't mean to rant.
Didn't he say that girl said no in his interview with the cops? Didn't he say that girls said no? And no, nah, like what he said when you listen to it, when you listen to it all the way, he really didn't say she said no while he was having sex with her.
Yes, he did. He did say it. He did. I don't know where you was, but for what I heard it, the whole internet heard it, the jury heard it. He said it. Okay, and you can't even counteract it or nothing because it's on the YouTube in full color somewhere. So I don't know. Like when it. Oh, anyway, let me just stop. Let me just listen.
He said she said no while he was trying to hug her. That's when he said she said no. He said he was hugging her. He was like, trying to hug her and stuff. And she was like, no, no. That's what I heard. I didn't hear, oh, I was having sex with her. And then she was like, no. You don't hear that. He doesn't say he was having sex with her. And then she says no. He says he hugged her. He grabbed her. She was like, no, no. He didn't say he was having sex with her. And she said no.
So does that mean that how you agree that when a woman says no, it means yes? Is that what you're trying to say at this present moment? Because if you say that, I'm like, you are totally lost in the source, right? No man shall violate any woman at any capacity whatsoever, right? If a woman says no, a woman says no, then it comes down as grape. There is no parallel, no left side, no right side, no cubics, no cuboid, whatever. It is this what it is. No, it's no. That's it. That's it. That's that. And the fact that you're bringing it up like it's something. It's not. She's bringing it up like it is something. Like you're making a point. Your point is stupid. Your point is dumb. Right? No is no. That's like someone violating you. And you tell them no. You have to put yourself in the shoes of another person to understand whether you be in the same position of that person or not. You have to understand that, right? If a woman do not give consent, the man cannot say, okay, right, I'm still gonna do this. Because if he does it, that be known as rape.
You called the state attorney and asked to testify against him. Yeah, I did. What about it? Jesus disciples, you got to understand. Jesus disciples turned him over to the authorities long ago. This already happened. It's just happening again. Like, this is the second coming of Christ. Yes, it happened. This is the second coming of Christ. Jesus disciples in the Bible turned him over to the authorities. Everything is matching up. Jesus can be seen as a cult. Jesus back in the day, he could be seen as running a cult as well. I don't know what you talking about, Chuckiana, about saw him, but Big Mama Taco, what are you talking about? I'm God. Big Mama Taco, what you talking about? You want a taco? You studs. I got something good for you. That's why I hit you up here. Follow me back. Wait. Okay. I get that. No, when he said it is what got him there. You did a live saying you witnessed him beat Malia. No, I didn't. I didn't say I witnessed him beat Malia.
Please, if someone finds the live of her saying that how she witnessed he beat Malia, please post it, please. God, post it. Post it. Post all what she said in the past before. Now she's taking all her word back. Your word, what's the word I'm trying to think of? There's a word for this. Your word means nothing. Your word means nothing. Because you see how quick you took back everything that you said? You are not a verified person. Right? You stand on it. You stand on your square. Like you say something, you say, I stand on it. I stand on that. Right? You was ready to go to the court to go testify. I don't even know why they didn't ask you to testify. I don't know. You said that yourself. It came out of your mouth. I remember watching a live with you in that when you said it. I think I even recorded one. I should even go look. Let me go look. Let me go look. She said a whole heap of things. Now she's taking it all back. You're taking it all back. That is so. I don't even know, man. Your word is not. It's not liable. That's it. The word's not liable. Let me see. You responded to the wives. Oh yeah, I got a few here myself. Oh yes, I got a lot. I got some here myself. Are they videos or thingies? Let me see. Did I press the wrong one? Hold up. I pressed the wrong one. Okay. Now, let me show you some of what I got on my channel, okay? Of this girl talking. This one here. See this one here? Your word is not good. Your word is not good. Because you want to get a little attention or whatever you're doing, I don't even know. I don't know. Is it attention? Cloud chasing, as the Americans say? Hold on, let me close this door. I don't want to wake up my big girl. Right? Right. You taking it all back what you said. You even said he was guilty. You said he was guilty. Hold on, let me go find. Let me go pick you up. She said a lot. Now she's taking it all back.
They trying to put out this malicious prosecution shit, and they trying to really take up for him. I get it. You know what I'm saying? They still under the program, and they still under his spell. You feel me? Like, words are spells now. They still under his spell. Here are the reasons Eligio Bishop is not the Messiah. Here are the reasons, right? First off, the Messiah, it means messenger, okay? Do you really think the universe is going to send only one messenger on the earth? One messenger. Do you know how many people are speaking about spirituality? Oh, but Eligio is the one. He's the one. He's the messenger. No, the fuck he's not. You're the messenger too. I'm the messenger. We're all messengers. It's one thing to take some information that someone is bringing forth to you. It's another thing to worship him like he's over you, like he's God, like he's the Messiah. Nigga, y'all want to follow the Bible so bad, right? Y'all want to follow the Bible so fucking bad, right? What did Jesus tell people in the Bible? To not worship him, nigga. Oh, look, in the Bible it says this. This is why.
What are you doing now? Ain't you doing the same thing now? Ain't you doing the same thing now? You're worshipping a man. You're worshipping a man who is human flesh. He's not an immortal. He's not a god. He's not an archetype. He's none of those, right? So you said all this. I can't remember when this one was put up, to be honest. Can't remember. I can't even go bother to look at the date, right? You said all this. You spouted he's not the Messiah, and now you take what? So you switch your words. So what happened from that time to this time? But let's continue. Let's continue. Took a whole big breath in. Sorry.
Why he's the Messiah. Y'all trying to find any pretext. You try to find anything that says that this nigga is the Messiah. Come on now, let's look at the contrast though. Did this nigga get nailed to a cross? Have this nigga got nailed to a cross yet? No. What did Jesus tell the niggas in the Bible? He said, don't follow me, ye are gods too. He said, ye are gods too. You are a god too. You don't gotta follow me. You ain't gotta worship me. You can do the same shit I'm doing. Here y'all niggas go, falling for the same bullshit. And nigga, it's in the Bible. Number 2, how can we prove Eligio Bishop is not the fucking Messiah? Number 2, if you really know your true Bible history, nigga, they got the word Holy Bible from Helios Biblios, which means the Sun Bible. Because back in ancient Egypt, they worship the sun because the sun gives life to everything. Helios Biblios is just astronomy. It's just talking about the planets in the sky. Number 3, the reason I can tell you why this nigga is not the Messiah. Y'all know how they be like, oh, Jesus, he got crucified on the cross. Jesus wasn't an actual person who got crucified on a cross. It's all symbolic. They use Jesus to symbolize that he was the sun. The sun sets for 3 days in the sky. And when it sets for 3 days in the sky during the winter solstice near December 25th, nigga, guess where that sun is sitting on? It's sitting on a cross. Because the stars in the sky, they make shapes. It's called the constellations. You know what I'm saying? You got the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper. The stars are making...
Does she sound different to how she sounds now? Listen to that. Listen to the information that is coming out of her mouth. After she left Carbonation, it's like she went and she started doing research. She started looking into certain stuff. She started talking about different stuff. She herself was responding to the wives in Carbonation about what was going on and the malicious prosecution and everything else. She herself was doing this, right? And now she's talking all this other stuff, all this other rubbish. Like, mix up information which makes no sense, right? Because he mixed up, he stirred up, at one time he did a Buddhist hand, I can't remember. I did a whole video on it. There's a whole heap of mix up in that video. Because he was playing. It's not until when Fundi was talking about when Leah broke the glass, how the glimmer spell broke. All right? Because he put a glimmer spell on and it broke. And people started to really see who he was for real, including the ones who was inside of the cult, because he was going off his head by this time. Right? Because he was playing with everything. The Kabbalah, everything. The Bible, he was twisting it around. The Willie Lynch he twisted it around. It was getting ridiculous at this point. Right? So here, if you listen carefully to her, and all those book scholars who are out there, now when you're listening to her, you can hear the difference in the conversation coming out of her mouth after she left carbonation. It was so different. It was like, wow, who's this person? Right? Like I said, fair enough, you could be by yourself. Right? People be practicing or be conscious or whatever, and they're by themselves. They're not always in groups. They do find their tribe, but they be by themselves the majority of the time. Loneliness is not a crime. It's not a crime. I don't know why people look at loneliness as a crime. You could be lonely and you have many friends out there. You don't even know yourself. You don't need to come on Instagram and make friends with a whole heap of people you don't even know who's sending money, all this sort of thing. There is people like I know on Instagram who are genuine, right? They're genuine. And you can tell a genuine one from the not so genuine one. Okay? So you have to. So when you listen to her, well, if you put these two videos together, this one and the person that is there now, fair enough, she's taking testosterone, and it makes them. I think apparently it makes them a little crazy or whatever the case may be. From my understanding, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not part of that community, but it makes them a little cuckoo for cocoa pops. But at the same time, right? Right, you was spouting the information that you researched. You looked into it. I could tell by this video here that she looked into it and she researched it and she was able to spout and she's able to explain the coming, like, Jesus Christ, or whatever you want to call him, Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, okay? Right? She was able to explain it all and put it in a video and contradict what the wise was throwing at her, because they were throwing darts at her a lot. They was throwing darts, big missiles at her, and she was contradicting them every step of the way. Now, what have changed? My question is, what have changed? Apart from you taking testosterone, what have changed?
Images in the sky. There's a constellation of stars that make a cross. Now, when the sun sets on this cross, it sets for 3 days. It's all transferred. It's all been rewritten. So y'all dumbass could follow a white Jesus. And then you got this nigga, he black, and he trying to make it seem like, oh, because we the same skin color, I got your best interest. Because we the same skin color, I got your best interest. But this nigga is basically using the Bible that was beaten into slaves and made us worship. He's using that and turning it around and making it seem like he's the Messiah. So he can have all that power, all that fame, all that control. That's all what it's about. That's all it's about. The nigga want power, fame, and control. He want as much power and control that Jesus had. But he don't have that much power and control. That's why he has to manipulate people. That's why he has to twist knowledge. I'm not saying some of that shit he's speaking about ain't true. Some of that shit he's speaking about is true, but you gotta watch from the truth, from the deception. Because that nigga is deceiving people on some power and control shit. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna watch this nigga, don't believe for 1 second that he is your higher self or he's above you or that you should worship him. Don't believe that shit for 1 motherfucking second. Don't listen to this fuck nigga who telling you this bullshit, man. I fell for it once, nigga. I fell for this shit at one point. I'm trying to help.
Seems like you fell for it twice. You fell for it once, well, now you're falling for it again. So, I will say to you this. Before you get any deeper, you better think about them steps. Because see how Sola, Musa, and everybody, as soon as something happens, they end up in jail. They get charged, or something happens to them. Start playing with, touching him, being around him, dealing with his stuff, ain't good for you. ain't good for whoever's associated with him. I guarantee if something major happens and they say, okay, right, we're gonna go for all the members, whether you're part of it, guilty by association, right? You don't know where it's gonna go. Yes, he's in jail now, yeah, but sure know that how eyes is on people's, right? Eyes is on people's. Okay. Let me see if I can. Let me put her back up. How she's sounding now? Look at the contrast to how she's sounding now.
He never really honestly was trying to take away from me, honest, for real. Like, when I think about it, he really wasn't trying to take none away from me, because he told me that I could still have women, I could still date women. And he also told me, like, I could still tap into my masculinity. Like, he understands I'm a two-spirited being. He understands that. Like, he understands two-spirited beings. He understands all of that. He just doesn't think that one should go to the extreme, type thing. Your cousin should sit down and talk to you. That's his or her perception. Exactly. I hate when people go and believe what someone tell them bad about her. Exactly. Yeah, she should sit down and talk to me. My cousin should sit down and talk to me instead of just believe some shit. My cousin, she stopped talking to me.
I think all this is to do with her family situation, and because she's something is going on in her family or whatever the case may be. Maybe she was close with whoever, is pushed her back to carbonation, and she's looking for family or whatever she's looking for, and she believes that by defending Nature Boy is gonna get her somewhere. You spied all that last year. Was it last year? Last year, I can't remember. So many things happen around blinking carbonation. I think I lost count. The amount of times she came on and you was deflecting the Colts madness. They was deflecting at you. No, hold on, let me find another one. Oh, this one was 11 months ago. Oh yeah, it was last month, I think, if I'm right. Oops.
And you talking about you twisting it around saying, why are they coming to me? People are coming to me, duh, motherfucker. Of course people gonna be coming to you. You saying, you know what I'm saying? He putting out the knowledge that he's the Messiah. You feel me? And he used everybody right. Like, you putting out the message that he's the Messiah. And you feel me? Shit crazy, bro. Like, it's right here. It's right here, bro. He just said it. So there's no more questioning. There's no more, like, you feel me? Like, people need to just see this shit for who he is. You know what I'm saying? And see this man for who he is. Keep that foot on his neck. On me. On me, man. It's fucked up, though, to see, like, Jackson shit and Juju and motherfuckers going to jail, all type of shit. It's crazy, man. It's like, he bogus as hell. Did they use that in court? What? What footage? Like, did they use that in court? Oh, this footage I just have right now? You feel me? And he used everybody right. Like, you putting out the message that he's the Messiah. And, you feel me? Shit crazy, bro. Like, it's right here. It's right here, bro. He just said it. So it's no more questioning. It's no more, like, you feel me? Like, people need to just see this shit for who he is. You know what I'm saying? And see this man for who he is. Keep that foot on his neck. On me. On me, man. It's fucked up, though, to see, like, Jackson shit. And Juju and motherfuckers going to jail. All type of shit. It's crazy, man. It's like, he bogus as hell. Did they use that in court? What? What footage? Like, did they use that in court? Oh, this footage I just have right now? I mean, I could send them the footage. That'll be nice if I could send them the footage or whatever. Or I'd even call in shit. Like, if they need me to talk, you know what I'm saying, I will. But they said they got cult experts coming to the court. They said they got cult experts coming to the court and shit to explain, like, how cults is and get into the depths of that. What is the T? I missed it. Damn, me, Daniel. You might have to wait till the end. Unfortunately, it's going to get worse than he's found guilty and charged. It's definitely going to... I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's fucked up, man, because they whole reality is going to be, like, broken and shifted. And I'm telling you, like, ain't gonna lie, like, being sold an idea and being sold a reality, it can hurt once you realize that, you know, it wasn't really true. You feel me? And it could be hard, you know? So I understand, you know, like, and then they was over there a long time, and they was getting abused, beat, you know, psychologically, games played on them, you know, just, it's annoying seeing those minions of his act like he's such a good person when he isn't. Exactly. It is annoying, but they're not doing their due diligence. And, you know, I was at that point before too. What was it like when you decided you wanted out? Shit. What was it like? Well, it was kind of complicated and hard, you feel me, to leave and shit. That's why people be staying there sometimes, because they be thinking they going back to hell or going back to Babylon, or they giving up on their journey, or they're being weak and they're giving up on their mission, you know, and what they set out to do. So, right. Yeah. Knew Eligio before, you know, he ever started the cult. And one day, me and Jennifer was in the tent, knowledge, and we were in the tent. And so Jennifer would talk, we would feel comfortable, because everybody and like they'll snitch on you, they'll tell on you if you off the frequency, or if they feel like you questioning the knowledge or whatever. So me and Jennifer would be like, yeah, I don't like this. We can fight in each other type shit. And one day we was in a tent, and she was just like, yeah, before Eligio, you know, started this, I remember him reading a book about how to start a cult. So I really feel like Jackson New are stuck on those downloads because that's all they ever spill out their mouths. Yeah, they stuck on the downloads and they stuck on the knowledge part of it, but you know, you gotta be logical and you gotta be like, who is this person? Like, you can't just be following the knowledge. You gotta really understand like who is Eligio. You feel me? Fuck the knowledge. Who is Eligio? Look at his characters. I could name y'all 17 red flags on Eligio right now. I can read 17 red flags right now on Eligio. He was taking niggas' wives. I witnessed it myself. I witnessed him take her Haru wife, Harudi. Y'all know Harudi? I heard him whisper to her like, "Oh, you don't want that nigga anyway. You don't want that nigga. Yeah, come with me. You know you want a real boss type shit." I swear to God, I heard him on my own ears. And that's when I was like, he don't seem like a righteous person. That's when I was like, as well, I'm like, bro, what? And then turning number 2, the second red flag, turning a stud into a woman. Like, bro, you don't know the nature of a stud, and you're supposed to be nature boy. You're supposed to be nature boy, but you don't know the nature of a stud is to be masculine. So how you the Messiah, bro? Number 3, another red flag, teaching that men should hit and discipline their woman. Like, he's actually teaching that shit. Like, he was teaching that shit over there. Like, it was a practice. And he used some type of knowledge to justify it. Talking about, the Willie Lynch, you gotta beat the bitch out your woman because, you know, she's got beaten into slavery, so now you gotta beat her out of slavery. Just using all of these justifications to justify what he do. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, red flag, kicking Malia in the stomach in front of your students. You're supposed to be a teacher. You're supposed to be a teacher, but you kick Malia in the stomach in front of your students. Ooh. Interesting, right? Okay. Number 5, teaching that rape is okay. Bro, you basically teach that rape is okay because you teach in your camp that if you are with a man, you gotta do everything the man say, no matter what, bro. Like, you really don't have no say so. You know what I'm saying? Technically, as the woman over there, you really don't have no say so. You have to do everything the man says. Like, even if you don't want to, you don't want to have sex, you don't want to suck his whatever, you got to do it. Okay. Number 6. Let me see. Yeah, I know. Miss Cherry. And I just cope with my pain different. Everybody cope with their pain different. You feel me? Everybody cope different. It's gonna look different. But for the longest, like, I've been trying to like avoid my emotions and avoid tapping into how I feel and how I felt about certain things. I tried to like focus on my life, you know. I got you. You call me when you're done with this life, but I got you, baby. You know we're gonna talk. All right, bet, Miss Cherry, on me. But all right, number 6, creating a stressful environment by having people jump each other. Okay, we didn't have to jump. We don't. You know what I'm saying? You only fight if you have to fight. And it's like, we was over there just jumping people for no reason, like, for anything, fighting. You know, it's like, I thought we were supposed to be in our higher self. Like, I thought we were supposed to be God and goddesses and find solutions to our problems, right? Like, find solutions. Why aren't we finding solutions? Why are people just fighting and shit? Like, you know? That's not a good leader example. Teaching that purity is fucking in front of your kids. Number 7, red flag.
When I first seen that video, at first I understood where he was coming from. When I first seen the video, when he said he was naked in front of his kids because he didn't want his kids to feel ashamed of his body. But I wouldn't be naked around no kids. And then he said, I heard that he be fucking around kids, and that shit not cool. That shit not cool because kids look at what you do, not what you say. You feel me? Kids look at what you do, not what you say. You know, if you could be like, don't have sex, but you fucking in front of them, what they're gonna do? They're gonna go. They gonna want to do the same thing. And so, you know, Eligio want to be like, oh, he's nature boy. He's into nature. He's so raw. He's so pure that he can fuck in front of kids. But fucking in front of kids is not. That's not the way to go, bro. Because what is you teaching them? They looking at what you do, not what you say. You know what I'm saying? Kids look at what you do. So don't fuck in front of kids, bro. And then number 8, red flag, justifying killing babies. He justified killing babies, bro. When I was over there, he was saying, oh, in nature, the animal will kill the other animal's baby if they don't want, you know, type shit on some shit, on some nature shit. And he want to justify that because he killed Solar and Zoka's baby. All right. Now, number 9. Didn't properly take care of Mama Dia's death. He did not take care of Mama Dia's death good. You know what I'm saying? First off, if you this Messiah, you know how to live in tune with the earth, you the head of the planet, you like this, you're such a smart guy. Why couldn't you have prevented Mama Dia's death? What happened with that? Why didn't you read up on her documents? Why didn't you take the necessary steps to read up on her documents, figure out like what's going on with her, see if it's that serious, you know, and like do the leg work. He didn't do that. And then guess what I heard? When Mama Dia was dead, he made his students figure out what to do. Bro, what? All right. Number 10. He wants slaves and pimps spiritual knowledge, bro. He wants slaves. So he has to pimp some spiritual knowledge and spiritual information. And that's how he pimped it. He pimped it by being the Babaji pimp, Messiah pimp. Jesus was a thug. And he interpret that shit how he, you know what I'm saying? He made up a whole motherfucking... He told her to stop taking her medication, right? I heard that she didn't really want to take it either, her medication. But still, he should have did his due diligence. He should have, you know, he's supposed to be this leader, this Messiah, you know. All right, number 11. He made it seem like he didn't know what's going on when recording. That's a red flag, bro, because when over there, he'll make it seem like he didn't know what was going on, and then he'll get to recording. You know what I'm saying? Like with me and Musa and shit, like he trying to make it seem like he didn't know what was going on, but bro, you the puppet master behind all of this shit. You control all of this shit. You say who can do this and what's gonna happen and things like that, and how it's gonna look. You feel me? This your shit. We here trying to learn from you and follow you. Well, you didn't open up a can of worms. I guess I'll go ahead and talk about. You know what I'm saying? She didn't, but the night she didn't. But the night she died, she asked to be talking to the ER because she was in pain. He wouldn't let her go. All right, so where we at? All right, he wants slaves and he pimps spiritual knowledge. The Babaji pimp, the Messiah pimp with his hoes on his bitches and shit like that.
11. Made it seem like he didn't know what was going on when recording, bro. And he knew what was going on when he was recording. Number 12. Making his wives fly drone to the police station. Bro, you supposed to be this uprighteous man, right? This loving man. You're such a good leader. Why are people flying drones to the police station, bro? That's the goofiest shit ever. Like, that's the goofiest shit, like, ever, bro. Like, that's so goofy. You on some fairy tale shit. He on some television. He watched too many TV. He watched too much TV or something, because what the fuck? I'm telling you. What you call? Number 13, he slapped Loyal because he gave him a strawberry. 13 red flags so far, y'all. That's a lot. 13 red flags so far, y'all. That's a lot. Number 13, he slapped Loyal because he gave him a strawberry. And he slapped that nigga hard. The fuck? Alright. Right. Authors of confusion, right. Centillionaire. You funny as hell. But listen, 13 red flags, bro. This shit crazy. 14, number 14. Humiliate your students by stripping them of their clothes and just humiliating them in general. You know what I'm saying? He humiliated. He said it in the beginning of the live, you know. I played the video for y'all. He said he humiliate people online. Like, he said it. So, number 14, humiliate your students by stripping them of their clothes. In carbonation, you know, people would be getting stripped of their clothes, man. Like, when they had beat Isis, they had stripped her from her clothes. And then who else? They told Jennifer and Harudi to get naked and stand in the corner for 2 hours before at this head top boot camp shit, right? And I'm just like, damn, like, you know, people understand all the shit that happened and that went down, you know, over there. People was, all type of shit was happening, all type of shit was going on. Like, a lot of psychological, like, manipulative shit and tactics and all type of shit. But number 15, your students are rap. Why do you that one? I was like, bro, what does it have to do with a spiritual journey, bro? Like, what does this have to do with a spiritual journey? You know, feeding him them raps and shit, and them acting like animals. Number 16, red flag. Solar said he had to argue Eligio all night one night because Eligio was trying to change the knowledge and say that now he's God and everybody else is in his imagination, in his world. And so that's fucking crazy because it's like he just want all this power and fame. I'm telling you. Number 17. 17 red flags. The last one is number 17. He said you gotta beat your woman until she's almost about to die. I heard him on my own ears. He said you gotta beat your woman until she's almost about to die. Exactly. Age of Aquarius. Manipulators know that people are looking for the spiritual truth and will weaponize it. Exactly. I'm dead. I know, y'all. It is fucked up, man. It's crazy. It is crazy, man. Sometimes this shit, ain't gonna lie, sometimes this shit do be funny, but I still gotta heal. You know, this shit be hurting me sometimes still too, because I was once, you know, falling for this shit. I was once like believing in the shit, and you know, when you wake up, that shit. You know, it's like waking up from a dream or a fairy tale, and like having your having the illusion broken. You know what I'm saying? It's like your reality is just like it's not. It wasn't real. You know. So it does hurt. You know, it does hurt. It feel like a heartbreak or some shit. Like
What changed? What changed? Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other screen, and I'm switching and switching and switching, but you know, I'm just trying to show a point because I think I show it better than I say it.
Away from me, honest, for real. Like when I think about it, he really wasn't trying to take nothing away from me because I still have women. I could still date women. And he also told me like I could still find so many videos of police hitting women because they're not obeying, because they're not complying with the law, because they acting up and they being disrespectful and they just not calming the fuck down and just chilling the fuck out like a normal human being should do. You feel me? Like you can navigate the situation calmly if you just do it this way. You feel me? But bitches and you know they get all, you feel me? They do what they want to do. They hit on the cop. What does the cop do? The cop get the bitch in line and he got you hitting me and shit. She get wrestled to the ground. He put her in a headlock. It's cops out here having to hit women because women is trying to beat on them and they gotta like get the bitch off of them.
And this here is a very disturbing thing what you're saying, because there's police brutality in all different ways. Sometimes people are innocent, they get stopped, they do the necessary to like showing their licenses. I know especially in America, I think over here it's the same thing. They show their licenses, they show whatever the police asks them. Sometimes they get unalive on what's it unnecessarily once again. They are innocent. Sometimes they're not they're not shouting and creating, right? Whether it's man or woman. And the fact that you say that, I find that very disturbing that you say that. I don't know whether you're saying that to get into my guy's good books or whatever you're trying to do, but you sound pretty dumb, sick, masochistic. Masochistic, I think it is the word. It's very weird coming out your mouth, you saying this, knowing that how black people on a daily basis is getting unalived by police. And you're a black person is saying this. It's very concerning. It's very concerning. Your mom might have to go put you back in the madhouse because the things you are saying is ridiculous, it's crazy. Like you was talking more sane 11 months ago, or was it 11 months ago, or before that, more than what you're saying now. It's just crazy to me.
Like, damn bitch, get off me, like you tweaking. No, I'm not lost, loves. I'm found. I'm found. You lost. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to actually help.
I think that comment was on the button. You are lost in the sauce. You're lost in the sauce. Completely lost.
Help y'all wake up. Y'all lost. I'm trying. I'm actually found. Ooh, y'all funny, yo. Y'all funny. Y'all is funny, yo. But I realized a lot of shit like this crazy. I'm gonna do some downloads. Y'all gonna see. I'm gonna start dropping some videos real soon. It's gonna be some deep, profound information. Just touching on oh my bad. I'm just reading the message. Somebody text me. But I don't know. It's real simple to me. Like I get that it's not for everybody. You know, the message is not for everybody. Those who have the eyes to see will see. Those who have the ears to hear will hear. Where's your girl? I forget her name. Oh, to my Jennifer Knowledge. We're not together no more right now, but we still cool. For sure, for sure. Music coming soon. Music definitely coming soon for the three, for the mission, for the journey. 3 is free. Free to 3. The 3 is free. It's free to 3. I love myself. You feel me? I'm glad I tapped into my higher self. I'm glad I tapped in to Chief, the 3. You feel me? The most high message streams through him. It broadcasts through him. Literally. Tapping into him is literally tapping into the most high. That's just facts. Like, he breaks everything down, like, to the simplest terms. A lot of y'all be saying, like, well, some of y'all, I'm not gonna say a lot of y'all, but some of y'all be saying, you, like Jersey Mike's, you feel me? Are you high? What are you smoking? Jersey Mike's, let me ask you a question. You saying all this shit, but have you really take the time to look at all of Eligio Bishop's knowledge or his videos? Have you really taken the time to sit down and look at all of the knowledge, the information that he posts? And if you did, how many videos have you watched? I bet you're going to say like 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, right? I bet you're going to say like 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, right? Of the actual knowledge that he speaks. Jersey Mike's, you've been following longer than me, but what the fuck have you been listening to then? Have you just been following the bullshit? Have you been looking at the knowledge is what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, have you been looking at the knowledge though? Or are you just looking at the bullshit? Because if you look at the knowledge, it's going to break down your whole fucking reality and heal you and all type of shit. And that's what we need to do. And that's what we need to focus on. We need to stop focusing on all this other bullshit about negativity because that's not the fucking focus. That's not the fucking point. The point is to heal. The nigga put out hella information all the time, nigga, about how to heal your generational curses, waking people up to the truth of humanity, taking us all the way back to the roots. He breaking down things that a lot of people is not breaking down. But people want to pay attention to the distractions. People want to pay attention to that. You feel me? Exactly, Alondra. Thank you, Alondra. I appreciate you, Alondra. You feel me? And look, on Bro Grave, like, I'm finna start muting some of y'all's. Y'all finna start getting kicked out. Some of y'all finna start muting. So be respectful. Keep it respectfuls in here. Keep it respectfuls, because I'm finna start muting some of y'all's, and y'all finna get kicked out. All right. Thank you, Alondra. Kowalski say, but did he walk the walk? First off, he did. He left the system. He walked the walk. That was him walking the walk. He left the system. He spoke out against the system. He broke that shit down. And then he also applied the knowledge. But guess what? It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be perfect. You know, like, people want this fabricated ass lie. People want this perfect ass image of no mistakes, no fuck ups. No, this is this is a journey of healing. It's not gonna be an easy journey. We come from hell. We come from confusion and we come from darkness. You gotta purge that shit out. That shit gonna come out during a journey. That don't mean give up on a journey. Cause this is a journey. It's a mission. Like I say, regardless if I'm with carbonation or not, I'm gonna speak the information and knowledge that I'm God. I'm gonna speak that we the original people. Black people is the original people of this earth. You talking about if he's God, he should free himself. If Jesus in the Bible was God, right? Because y'all follow Jesus, right? Y'all follow Jesus. If Jesus in the Bible was God, why he didn't save himself from dying on the cross? Why didn't he save himself from being jailed in the Bible? But y'all don't know that though. Y'all don't know the answer, but I do. I looked it up on ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT why Jesus didn't free himself from jail in the Bible. And why did Jesus allow himself to be crucified on a cross? Why did he allow that? Why he ain't just, you feel me, dip up out of there, call on some angels, you feel me? What happened? Listen, yeah, he gonna accept people back. He's gonna accept everybody back. He's a very forgiving person. Has a very forgiving heart. I know a lot of people call him a narcissist, but he's not even a narcissist because he has a lot of empathy. He's a very empathetic person. He speaks up for people who cannot speak up for themselves. Like, that's very empathetic person. Very passionate. The 3, Eligio Bishop. The man who puts out a lot of information online. The man that puts out a lot of information.
He ain't empathetic. He ain't empathetic. What he does is, right, he brings you back on the false pretenses, false thinking that how he is safe. And then afterwards, he goes and he plots how to get you back. If you done him something, he'll slowly plot on how to get you back. We've seen this numbers of times. We've seen it playing out on the screen. He's a forgiving person. He never was forgiven. Every time Velvet left, especially when she went with Olmec, right? He held on, and then afterwards, right, he would just let off on her. Or if somebody says or does something against him, he'll hold off, and then he'll just kind of do his revenge in another way. You don't know how this is going to you don't know the consequences by you going back to carbonation. How is it going to work? I mean, right now it's safe but even though he's in prison, he got people on the outside. You don't even know. So you're thinking, you're false, what's he call it? Thinking that how, yeah, right, yeah, I'm for the free. And by me saying I'm for the free, that how, yeah, it's going to be like this, like that. No. That's a false sense of security that's going on there. You don't know how it's going to go. He could give him an order to beat you down. He gives him orders from the jail. So you don't know how it's going to go.
Information online. He's going to forgive everybody because he's a very forgiving person. That's the Messiah. He knows his mission. He knows his journey on this earth. He knows that he's going to have people betray him because he's the Messiah, because the journey is not easy. He knows it's all a part of the process. It's all a part of the process. You feel me? It's all a part of the process. You know, when you're healing, You got to understand, it's going to be a part of the process to go through difficulties, for people, shadows to come out, for things not to go your way sometimes. It's not supposed to be a pretty perfect journey. It's not supposed to be a walk in the park, a piece of cake. What? This can't be real. Like, that's what I'm saying. It can't be real, right? It's too good. It's too real to be true. But life isn't real. Y'all's real, but you dreaming right now. You're really dreaming. Life isn't real. Dreaming. This is electrical signals being sent to your brain. You feel me? This life is not really real. Like, how did we get here? Like, we not answering the right questions. How did we get here? How did all of this? If God created us, who created God? If God created us, who created God? I'm dead. DJ 2020, you funny as hell. You funny as shit, yo. Grim, you said shit was fire too, the song. What, Grim? What you talking about? Oh, talking about the diss track. Y'all funny, yo. It happens. So don't you get into it with people and then you may reignite? Don't you get into it with people and you may reignite? Y'all like you feel me? That doesn't happen. It happens. People go through things. I know someone right now as we speak. I know a girl who fought her mother. Like, they had a fist fight. I'm talking about, like, they was going at it. Like, it took everything in me to get this girl off her daughter. The mother and the daughter had a fight. They closed this day today. I'm so fucking dead. I'm dead. Spads out on them, Leslie. Let's get it. Hey, we finna play these songs. And they say, oh, everybody jump this person because this person is acting up, then you can get jumped. So, you feel me? Like, I don't want to be this. You feel me? But Musa, he kept saying that Eligio was busy. But when I finally had a meeting with Eligio, Eligio was saying, I said, right, yeah, fucked up, man, fucked up, bro. Bogus as hell. But, so, when I finally had the meeting with Eligio, after so many times trying to get a meeting with him, but he was just so busy or whatever, he was like, is that the knowledge? Because I had asked him, I said, can I be here just myself, a stud, And he was like, is that the knowledge? And I was like, what is the knowledge at this point? You feel me? Because I'm confused. I don't understand, So, that's something that happened too. And then, what up, Miss Leonard Hustler? So another example of this will be, one time I had a meeting with Eligio. I said, excuse me, I just got hit for no reason. I don't like that. I was hit for no reason. And also Jennifer, she got hit for no reason.
So back then, she was discussing the fact that they were getting hit for no reason, and her attempting to meet with Eligio Bishop, a.k.a. Nature Boy, a.k.a. Chief, life in prison, plus 10 years without the possibility of parole, regarding her sexuality. She wanted to be able to be a part of the group and still be a stud, be herself. Now, present day, she's saying she's going to stop her transition and be a woman, Like it just it's just sad to me because like I said before and I'm going to say it again. I believe that Mama Nine, aka Treasure, is just really lonely and doesn't have friends in real life. And that's unfortunate. I also feel like her cousin not speaking to her more than likely could have triggered her into falling. Manipulator, you know? He a mind manipulator. He'll make you feel like you gotta be there. He'll make you feel like you gotta, you feel me, serve him or some shit. And unfortunately for Mama Nine, aka Treasure, she has allowed herself to fall. That's love. That's love. But yeah, like, yeah, this shit crazy. It's it's surreal. Like, you know, I know it's hard to believe, but I'm gonna show you some text. Let's do that. Let me show you some text on ChatGPT to show y'all. Like, all right, now I'm about to show y'all in a minute. Hold on. All right, let me show y'all this right here. It say, did Jesus go to jail?
Man, now, like before, Combination used to have this thing where they would use certain things as their like the Bible, and now Chat GBT is the Bible to them now. They're not using. It's like they're not going by clear thought. They're using AIs and bots to speak their so-called knowledge. But because of the time is getting late, you know, the time goes real quick. I'm gonna come off. As you can see, I've shown or demonstrated how Treasure was talking before and how she's talking now. Even Medea on this actual same video showed the same thing where she wanted to be a stud in carbonation, and he's saying was is that carbonation and all that stuff. So so that's what I'm saying. What did change? What's changed? What it could be possibly because she has no friends. It could be possibly because of what happened with her and her cousin. It could be numbers of things, and it's just create sad because after all those videos that she did last year, 11 months last year, 11 months back, however the time is, she's changed her tune all of a sudden, and it just sounds totally weird. It's like I said, you don't have to be in groups. It's nice to be in groups with people. Yes, it is, but if you're in trouble, would they stand for you? Would they be the ones there for you? Would they protect you? Because I'll show you, them the carbonations are all for themselves. They're not for the people. As long as you're bringing in money and giving him for his whatever in the jail, that's all they see you as a dollar sign. They don't see you as nothing else or whatever check you're getting. And it's strange because you walked away. You had so much good points that you pulled out. You was beating them with their own words, with their own behaviors, with their own everything else. And now you're saying, "Oh, well, like, oh, well, he's innocent," and this and that. Well, in the comment, please tell me what you think of this whole thing with Mama Nine. Tell me your thinking, your true thinking of what you think of Mama Nine's total change, total flip over. It's like night and day. I'm just like, wow. Um, just tell me what you think, and I'll get off. I won't be able to play the whole thing because the time is literally going. And yesterday I was on here about 2 hours. I wasn't actually gonna come live, but I thought I need to actually talk about this. But yeah. So I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm not gonna prolong it no longer. Please tell me what you think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care. Bye. Oh, hold up. I'm trying to find my outduction.